In place, oil on board, 8 by 12 feet, May 2011. Laid out, oil on canvas, 8 by 12 feet, April 2011. Wait, I've skipped too far ahead. Let's start at the beginning of the spring semester of my senior year. In the studio one day before class, I confided in my friends that for 6 months I'd been having reoccurring dreams about cake. Strange, I know. But then someone said, well, what if you painted cake? I immediately went to the grocery store and picked out the weirdest looking cake I could find. I built a still life trying to depict this scene. There's a party, and no one really shows up. And therefore, no one really cleans up. And now the leftovers are being invaded by a Chinese mandarin wood duck. With that crazy painting, I discovered a new studio routine. I would drive to one of the various grocery stores in the area, usually wearing clothes covered in paint, and stand in front of the cake displays for a really long time, trying to select cakes based on their aesthetic qualities. I got some pretty weird looks from the employees. I played with this subject matter in a variety of ways. This included dropping cakes from a ladder and throwing them at a wall, stuff like that. As I bought and painted more cakes, they began to pile up around me. Because of all the preservatives, the cakes didn't decay like natural products should. They became rock-hard objects that I could reuse in a variety of setups. My studio eventually gave off this strange combination of smells: oil paint, sugar, and chocolate. After making a series, I was again looking for a new challenge to set for myself. What would happen to the image if I painted a cake that was bigger than my head? I decided to make the biggest painting I could fit in my studio, which was 8 by 12 feet. I laid out every cake in my studio on a table. The first painting, laid out, is about chaos. When I started layout, there was exactly 8 weeks until my senior thesis show. I never thought I would have enough time to make a second large painting. But what did I have to lose? For the second painting, I decided to get some new source material. I made a special trip to bakeries in Philly to buy some new cakes. I set up this still life and was ready to start painting. But then disaster happened. My table fell over and my brand new cake splattered all over the floor. I took the accident as a sign and decided to take a different approach. I wanted to emphasize order in contrast to the chaos of the first painting. I looked to Matisse's still life after Jan de Heem's table of desserts as a jumping off point to build a new setup. After days of building, thinking, and rearranging, it was time to start again. I completed in place 2 days before I was to begin my install in the list gallery. Nothing like working under pressure. When it came time to deinstall, it hit me. In the thrill of senior studio and the excitement of painting, I had lost sight of practicality. I had never really thought about what I would do with the paintings after my show. But I had a stroke of luck. Swarthmore College offered to purchase the 2 large paintings and install them permanently in the lobby of Sharples dining hall. Laid out and in place, now accompany my peers as they toast their bagels, grab some condiments, and go about their daily lives.